Hello everyone, welcome to DC Minds. In my previous video, we saw how we can implement queue using linked list by adding an element at the start of the linked list and deleting the element from the end of a linked list. But in this video, we are going to learn to implement queue using linked list by adding an element at the end of a linked list and deleting the element from the start of a linked list. So we know queue is a first in first out data structure. That is the element that is added first has to be processed first. So what we have to do, we have to mimic this behavior using the operation on linked list. Okay, so now let's see how we can implement queue using linked list. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll first create a queue or linked list by adding an element at the end or rear side of a linked list. So we have given these elements and we have to insert these elements into the queue or linked list. So initially this is a empty linked list which is indicated by this null. So what we'll do now, we'll take this 5 and add into this linked list. So we'll take 5 and we'll add it. Next we'll take 2 and then we'll add it. So this 2 is added at the end. Similarly we'll add 15, then 13, and then 13 will be pointing to null, means it is not pointing to any other data. So this operation in queue is called insert or enqueue, that is addition of the element. So if you want to learn to write a code to implement this behavior, you can watch my video which is present at this link, where I have explained in detail how you can write the code by yourself to add an element at the end of a linked list. Okay, so now let's see how we can delete an element from the front of a linked list. Okay, so initially we have given a linked list like this, and now we have to delete the element from the front. So front is nothing but this. So what we'll do, we'll take this element and we'll delete from this linked list. So now after deleting this 5, the linked list will become like this. So this operation is called delete or dequeue operation of a queue. So if you observe here, this 5, this element 5 was added first, and while deleting we are deleting that 5. So here we are able to implement the behavior of queue using linked list, that is first in first out behavior we are able to implement, because 5 was added first and we deleted it first. Okay, so if you want to know how you can delete the element from the front side of a linked list, you can watch my video which is present at this link, where you will be able to learn to write a code for this delete operation from the front side. So now let's see the entire code. So this is the entire code, where this is the insert function which allow us to add an element at the end of a linked list, and this is delete function which allow us to delete a node from the start or front of a linked list. And from the main, what we are doing, we are inserting some elements and then we are deleting the elements. Okay, so this insert and rear functions are explained in details at these links. So you can, if you want to learn to write these lines of code, you can watch this video and you will be able to understand and learn to write these codes by yourself. Okay, but suppose there is a situation where you want to implement queue and you want to give some option to the user, that option like this: if he want to insert the element, then he has to press 1, and if he want to delete element from the queue, he can press 2, and if for displaying the contents of the queue, can press 3, and for exiting the program you can press 4. So let's, for example, I want to insert element, so I'll say option 1, and then I have to enter the element that I want to insert. So I'll say I want to insert 25. Again I'll say 1, I want to insert, and this time I'll insert 68, and again I'll say insert, and this time I'll insert 69, and at this time now I'll say 3. I want to display the elements of a queue. So if you see here, we have added this 25, 68, 68 and 29. Okay, so all these elements are displayed. Now what I want to do, I want to delete the element. I want to delete a element. So I'll say option 2. So I'll say enter, and then again I'll say 3, that I want to display the elements of a queue. So at this time, if you see, 68 and 29 are there in the queue. So we have deleted one element over here by giving option 2, because 2 means delete. So if you see here, 25, here we had added 25 first, and then 68, then 29. So while deleting it, now 25 has got deleted first. So 25 was added first, and while deleting it, it is getting deleted first. So what we are doing here, we are trying to mimic the behavior of queue using linked list. So we are able to achieve the first in first out behavior over here. Now let's see the code which help us to do this operation. Okay, so to give the option, we can print the information like this, and then what we are doing, in main we have a while loop, and in while loop we are printing these options, and then we are reading the user choice. Basically either it is 1, 2 or 3 or 4. So here 1 means we'll ask the user to give the data that he want to insert, and then we are calling the insert function. If it is 2, if user is saying 2, means if he is giving input as 2, then we'll call this delete function, and for 3 we'll call this display function. Okay, and for 4 we'll simply return it. Okay, so in main we have written this code. Now let's see this insert, delete and display function. Okay, so this is the insert function which help us to add an element at the end of a linked list or queue. Next we have a delete function which allow us to delete an element from the front or start of a linked list, and this display function will display the contents of a linked list. So I have explained all these functions in great details in my other lectures. So I'll be giving the link of those lectures where you can learn to write the code, basically these codes by yourself. Okay, so we saw how the queue using linked list by adding an element at the end of a linked list and deleting an element from the start of a linked list. Okay, so you might think, why do we need to implement queue using linked list? Because we can implement a queue using array also. So something like this. So when we implement a queue using array, at that time the size of the array or the size of the queue will be fixed. So in this case, if you see, I have given the array size as 10. So in this case, what will happen, we will be able to insert only 10 elements. So this is the constraint using array. So if we implement queue using linked list, at that time we don't have to worry about the size of the queue, because we can add as many element as we want when we implement queue using linked list. So this is one advantage of using linked list for implementing queue. So this is the link of a video where you can learn how to implement queue using array. Okay, so in these are the some of the link of the various functions that we saw to implement a queue using linked list. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button.